रहा है कि सर बता दो यार। तो इनका जो ऑफिस है वो उतना ही कोवर्ट है जितना हिम्मत सर का ऑफिस है इन RAW।
Okay, we're looking forward to that. 8 ka wait. Basically hashtags NEERAJ sir ka wait. Yeah.
But he was saying at that point of time that, you know, ask Jio's outstar and KK sir. And I was like, no, ask NEERAJ sir. Because I knew that he knew of all of the people. I mean, he was the one who knew all the answers. So it's always like he's the master planner of it.
So we're waiting for him to spill some more beans, which we'll get to know when we open the media Q&A as well. Vinay sir, मेरा सवाल आपसे है कि you make special ops world so addictive for even actors.
देखिए भाई, मुझे ताकीद की गई है हमारे सीनियर्स से कि मैं ज़्यादा बोलूँ नहीं, क्योंकि अक्सर होता क्या है, हाँ मैं भूल जाता हूँ। आप सब लोगों का स्वागत है, नमस्कार। मुझे ज़्यादा बोलने की इजाज़त नहीं दी गई है, इसलिए मैं ज़्यादा बोलूँगा नहीं। आप जो सवाल पूछ रहे हैं वो थोड़ा सा पेचीदा है, उसका जवाब मुझे भी नहीं पता। मुझे सिर्फ इतना पता है कि बहुत सालों पहले, मुझे लगता है स्पेशल ऑप्स मेरे बचपन से चल रहा है। आई डोंट रिमेंबर व्हेन इट स्टार्टेड, मतलब कोविड के पहले का ज़माना मुझे वैसे भी याद नहीं है। तो हमारे दोस्त इन्होंने मुझे कॉल किया, शिवम सर ने, कि क्या काम नहीं करोगे मेरे साथ, हम लोग ऐसे बिहारी में बात करते हैं। तो मैंने कहा ज़रूर करेंगे, हम इनके यहाँ आए, इन्होंने मुझे पढ़ने के लिए दिया। फिर मैंने कहा भाई नीरज साहब के साथ काम करने का पहली बार मुझे अवसर मिल रहा है, तो मैंने हाँ कह दिया, मतलब आँख मूंद के। इसके कुछ एक हफ्ते बाद, ये बहुत कम लोगों को पता है, मुझे एक फ़ोन आता है नीरज सर का। वो कहते हैं कि अब बसवा को मार दें, मतलब मेरा कैरेक्टर पहले सीजन में मरने वाला था, ठीक है, तो इन्होंने मुझे जीवन दान दिया है। मतलब मैं 3 सीजन तक चल रहा हूं अभी भी। ये और बात है कि कॉस्ट्यूम सेम ही है, और अब बसवा का प्रमोशन भी नहीं हुआ है, वो अभी भी मोटरसाइकिल से ही, वो दिल्ली में, वो मतलब 2 स्टार पुलिस अफसर है। मुझे प्रमोशन नहीं चाहिए, जब तक मेरा मोटरसाइकिल पे पेट्रोल भरवाते रहे सर, तब तक मैं स्पेशल ऑप्स के साथ हूँ। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सब लोगों का इतनी भारी मात्रा में यहाँ जमा होने के लिए, और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। एक बस आखिरी बात कहूँगा, ये जो डेट का जो मसला चल रहा है ना कि कब हो रहा है रिलीज, कब हो रहा है, और सब लोग नीरज सर को बदनाम कर रहे हैं कि उन्हीं को पता है। असली मास्टरमाइंड ये है, इन्हीं को पता था कि कब रिलीज होने वाला है। जब पहली बार मैं इनसे मिला था तो सिर पे पूरे बाल थे, लेकिन मर्जर में वो भी चले। तो हम आपको मुबारकबाद देना चाहते हैं सर। हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि कुछ ऐसा जादुई तेल निकालें जिससे थोड़े बहुत बार वापस आ जाएं आपके लिए। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका और हम सब।
So in many ways the characters that people, we all see on screen are some representation of either what we are or what we want to be. Very simple. That's one part of it. The other is, you know, we can want all the best characters on screen, and you know, at Hotstar, at Jio Hotstar now, we have been lucky to have built a repertoire. But it really takes a set of people to bring those characters to life. From writing it to directing it to the people who actually portray the characters. It takes a combination of all of them, and obviously some fantastic teams at JioStar who have helped find these characters to showcase on the platform over a period of time. Characters on screen are nothing but the characters that we have every day with us, our close relationships. So they are true to their core, but at the same time they will surprise and, you know, delight you, just like some of the characters will in this season, I'm pretty sure.
We're awaiting the surprises. Thank you. Thank you. You've explored similar terrains in Baby, Sayami and The Freelancer. What keeps drawing you back to stories of covert intelligence and high-stake missions? And how do you envision the future of the Special Ops universe to look like 5 years down the line?
Frankly speaking, I mean, there are such interesting stories in this domain, and such unheard, untold stories in this domain that it naturally becomes a magnet for any storyteller, whether it's the producers, the platform, or whoever you'd like to say. And the unsung hero in most stories. That becomes the primary reason also, because these are operations which are covert in nature. They are classified, they are under plausible denial, and that's the reason not too many people are aware of these operations, these adventures. And I feel that it's a compelling enough reason for us to bring it to the audiences. And proof of it is that they enjoy it. They enjoy it and they want more of it. And our endeavor is to bring newer stories and keep discovering, searching newer stories in this domain. And
What's your favorite part about returning to this character?
You're speaking in the past tense. It's not past, it's present. So I'm quite proud presently as well. So, see, initially when we did it, we had no idea that it would become so big. I think nobody is so narcissistic to think that it becomes so big. But yes, once the first season came in, and then we realized we have something which has a life, a longer life than we expected. And then we did an experiment 1.5, which is a backstory of Himmat, where I could play my age, the actual age. Finally, I could play my age. So all that I did. So I felt good, and even Pathak Saab could play his age. So yeah. So yeah, I had no idea that what is cooking up in NEERAJ's mind. I never asked because it's difficult for him to explain and for me to understand. So I prefer to see the final draft of the script. And when I read it, it was huge and threads which are much more than what was there in 1.5. For an actor, that's the key part. I know that I played Himmat Singh, I know him in and out. I also know that I don't know the thread. Gmail dot. So, I'm that lucky. So I don't know anything about it. And for me to kind of get into it was an interesting actor's journey. I just acted like I'm an expert, that's all. But there's an emotional thing behind it. It's not just dry, it's not just computers only. So a mixture of everything, technology, emotions, drama, everything. Very rarely do you get to play. We come from that time where there were only theatrical releases. There was no OTT. So those areas were booked for, you know what. We good actors used to play villains and whatever. So now comes, it's opened up completely. So we as actors have a chance to enjoy ourselves with whatever talent we have. That's what OTT gives us, and especially special ones, because it's huge. Trust me, when you see the series, season 2, it's at least beyond my imagination that he could come up with something that big. Yeah, I'm just waiting. And he said, "Bus." Oh, okay. He doesn't take compliments very well, so I'm just stopping.
You aced it. Winner. Genre benchmark in espionage, action, and national issues.
Oh, it's an extreme honor, quite frankly, and truly, moving aside from television, this was the exact kind of outing I wanted as an actor, and it couldn't have been more befitting to do it with NEERAJ sir. He's somebody I reached out to a whole bunch of years before we actually ended up collaborating on this, and he auditioned me for this role. Truly speaking, I find myself more of an audience for this show than a cast member, because even right now when I was watching the trailer, it was just so riveting. I couldn't hold myself back from whistling, so my sincere apologies for that blasphemy. But espionage, just to be attached to it, I think it's one of the most coolest genres, and playing Farooq is just so much fun. ये मेरे साल की ना सबसे थकान वाली छुट्टी होती है, because हम सिर्फ abroad shoot करते हैं. Sir हमें अच्छी अच्छी जगहों पर लिख देते हैं. So you love it when the screenplay starts with Budapest, Georgia, and you're like, bring it. So you don't mind waking up at 3 o'clock. हाँ जी. So मेरी बड़ी इच्छा है तहे दिल से कि KHER सर दफ्तर को बहुत अच्छे तरीके से संभाले ताकि हम घूमते रहे छुट्टियों में. But no, it will be, sir, in all honesty, it would be amazing to kick some ass with you and I standing next to each other in the field. That would be a lot of fun. और ये मेरी एक्चुअली एक
बचपन में हमने यूक्रेन में बहुत किया हुआ
ये मेरा एक थोड़ा गिला शिकवा भी रहा है नीरज सर के साथ कि हमारा एक भी सीन अब तक साथ में नहीं हुआ है. तो वो डेफिनेटली मैं सर को कोक्स करूँगा किस तरीके से लिखते हैं. बट मुझे बड़ा मजा आता है टू प्ले अ रॉ एजेंट. इट्स सच अ फन स्पेस टू बी. You get to learn so many different kind of action techniques, especially in this season. I had the best time of my life because I came off one of my biggest fears, which I don't want to say right now because it's a bit too soon. But it's been a very, very enjoyable shoot, and I just love thoroughly being a part of Special Ops.
We wish you the best, and
Thank you, Akashi, for that question. Like I said earlier, the credit goes to NEERAJ sir because as an actor, you want to play all roles, be it grey, black, white, orange, yellow. As an actor, you want to keep working. But for women, there are particular roles which people don't write, and you always wonder why. But even before Special Ops, I think NEERAJ sir with Baby and what he did with Taapsee really stood out as an audience. I watched it and I said, wow, I've never seen anything on Indian cinema like this before. So he's somebody who's always done it. And I was just lucky that I got to play Judy because the first season, I love doing action. I love beating up guys, and I know there was a character that I beat up with a stick. I wish I could beat up guys and have guns in my hand because that's what women genuinely feel from the inside. When there are so many people on the road who are, booing and who are booing, and that's what women feel inside. That you give me a stick, give me a gun, and show you how it's done. And he gave me the opportunity, so I'm just really happy, and I hope I can continue to beat up the bad guys.
and I would say on behalf of Sayami,
इंटेलिजेंट दिखता हूँ उतना हूँ नहीं. ये बात आप लोग पहले लिख लें. दूसरी बात ये, कई बार हम लोग इस बात को एक्नॉलेज करने से चूक जाते हैं कि जो भी काम एक्टर करता है, जितनी बखूबी से करता है, उसका मेरा मानना है कि 70% जो श्रेय है वो लेखक को जाना चाहिए. आई थिंक वी हैवंट स्पोकन इनफ about all the writers. Thank you. I mean, and I would like to take this moment to acknowledge all the writers that I have worked with over the years, over the characters you're talking about. मतलब intense क्या होता है और comedy क्या होती है. To be very honest, it's not that important if it's written well. Any decent actor or actor with an imagination, I think, would get into the character if it's written well on paper. And I'm speaking about Mr. Shivam Nair, I'm speaking about Mr. NEERAJ Pandey, I'm speaking about all the writers I have worked with. And I really want to take this opportunity to thank them for creating all the characters that I have done. Thank you. And this is the most intense I can get.
but we thank the writer.
सर, you are Europe writer. आप मुझे 10 दे सकते हैं. मैं बस यही कह रहा हूँ, खुश रहें आप.
Well, thank you. बहुत shukriya. That's all the time we have for the media Q&A. Thank you everyone for sending in the questions. Thank you, and मेरी आपसे.
नीरज सर.
Congratulations once again, season 2 of Special Ops.
विमल भाऊ.
Hotstar Special, NEERAJ Pandey's Special Ops season 2 drops on Jio Hotstar. Wishing you guys the best.
Task.
The biggest
Only
smile.
task.